My name is Tommaso Verdun, and the name of our festival is Kappa Future Festival. The festival started in 2012 with the first edition, and it was inspired from our founders, who were really passionate about electronic music, and they were also passionate festival goers, and it was their desire to create and organize and produce a festival that they wanted to attend. So that's what inspired it, basically. It takes place in Torino, Italy, in Parco Dora, which is a central public park, and it takes place every year in the first weekend of July. Well, the site, as I said, it's Parco Dora, and it's a public park very close to the city center. It used to be a factory for Fiat, the car maker. So it still has a very industrial feeling. There's pillars of the old factory that still remain in the park. So it influences the festival in the sense that it gives it that sort of underground and industrial feeling. But being so close to the city center, it also has a very pop, if you want, popular feeling as well. And being in the summer and a daytime festival, it's always quite sunny, usually, hopefully. So there's this contrast between the industrial feeling of the park, given to it by its original use, but also the development that it's had since the factory was disused. It's now been turned into a public park, and so it has both that industrial and underground feeling, but also that happy, summery and pop feeling as well. Well, we are an electronic music festival, but we cover pretty much all genres of electronic music. So we have 4 different stages, and usually they all have their individual genre. So we will have a techno stage, so with slightly more underground music vibes. Then there will be a house funky stage. There will be a more probably commercial, in the sense that it's more of the although it's a genre, obviously, that it's not mainstream, but within the genre there are mainstream artists, and we will have another stage that will host these artists, so yeah, we cover pretty much all genres within the electronic music industry. The first act that was ever booked by our founders, I believe, was Danny Tenaglia, for a club gig in Torino some years ago. Well, for me, as it is for all of our, all of the organizers, it's quite difficult to watch a set for a long time, because we're always running around, with the different things that we have to do during the festival. So I have to say that I don't get to watch the sets as much as I would like, but the most memorable one for me, I think it will be Kerry Chandler in 2016. The target audience for our festival is basically the world, because this is a festival that has been growing internationally since it started. The popularity of it grew quite a lot, especially in the recent years. So yeah, we have a lot of fans from all over the world. I mean, we covered in the last edition that we were able to hold, that was 2019. We covered 110 different nationalities from everywhere. I mean, Asia, North, South America, Europe, some African countries as well. So we our audience is pretty much the world. Well, from the feedback that we receive, I think the location is a big plus for us. It's seen as one of the most incredible locations for festivals around Europe and the world, and I think that's given by the fact that it's not a location that we build; it's already there. And so it's more original in a sense. There's, apart from obviously, the stages and the bars and all the facilities that we build, the frame is there already. So I think it gives it sort of a more original feeling. And also, I think that the fact that it's such an international festival, and so the vibes are very happy vibes. People who come to the festival, they end up meeting lots of people from all over the world. So I guess that the location and the vibes that are created by our audience are the things that set us apart. We won the International Festival Award that was held in Ibiza in 2019. So that is sort of where we are at the moment. We are working towards a future that can sort of consolidate this reputation that we built, and possibly grow it even further. And that is our goal for the next editions.